There's a thumb. He's got it. No filming the floor. Awesome, right? So what I like to do from this is go through and go 2 on 1 like that. Yeah. Right. Now that I'm here, I'm going to start manipulating the shoulder. See? All the way through. So turn around like this. So I end up with one arm tucked under. Yeah. So 2 hands. There we go. So I started here like this. I go through. So it's 2 on 1, right? So my goal, I'll do it kind of without rolling them under. My goal is to do this, right? Is for my right hand to become dominant, like this, because as I roll, watch my left hand. Yeah, that's the goal. Yeah, because when I'm like this, I can't choke him with my left hand. I can only choke him with my right hand. So if I'm here like this, in a typical figure 4, the hand that's on top can do the choking. So can anyone guess the choke that's possible with my right hand on top? Arm triangle. Good. Is that you, Sean? Good. So I'm here like this. So if he starts turning back towards me, arm triangle. Yeah? Right? So typical figure 4 with my right hand on top, my right hand's touching his neck. So here, I'm pushing into him. If he pushes back, arm triangle, yeah, right? But that's not painful enough, right? So, right, yeah, and it's easier to escape. I want them belly down, face in the dirt, miserable, right? So, from here, I change my hands, like this, yeah? And as I leave this hand here, I roll it under a little bit, and I use a lot of shoulder and my chest behind like this, and I'm going to turn him here like that. See, my hands just switched. My left hand went on top now. As I get the rotation I want, my left hand goes on top, and as he's turning, I end up here, right? And here, we're fighting, it rolls over. I'm trying to get both feet in if I can, but now I can go under, grab my lapel. I'm not a fan of letting go and going for the rear naked choke, right? I'd rather choke in one hand. Sometimes you have to. If I've got a lapel, you'll have a t-shirt, anything you can grab. It's a super good grip, and it means that I can always keep control of that hand and keep him buried in the ground. So I have my technical mount here. I go through for my figure 4 grip. I get him nice and close. I change my grips. I roll the shoulder. There, that puts him face down, hips in, feet back, like that. He doesn't like it. He has to lift his head up to breathe. Arm goes under, grab my lapel. There. Super uncomfortable. Yeah. True? It's miserable, right? His only chance is really to, as I start to roll, is for him to beat me through the rotation. Yeah, because I want to control him and make sure he goes flat. I don't want him to go all the way through, right? So if someone's doing it to me, for example, I get all messed up like that. Revenge time for rain. So he goes here, he starts rolling me. I go all the way through. Yeah, I want him following me, so I go the whole way through. If I go slowly and start trying to resist him, that gives him more control of me, because it's predictable that the person's going to resist you. But the leverage on the shoulder beats the force coming back at me, and I know that. It's my whole body picking on your shoulder. So I know you can't push back into me. With you pushing back into me and my superior leverage, it gives me control of the rotation, which is perfect, and it buries you in the ground. Yeah? So, I was training with Hannah one day, and he said he was so close. He's never beaten Huron, his older brother. They fought their whole lives and he'd never beaten him, right? And then he got him in this position. And he had this triple attack sorted, and in his brain he was already celebrating, man, he's gone, he's done, I'm gonna get him, and then he went all the way through and popped out the other side. Yeah? And so the story to be learned from that is like, if you can't fight something, you can't fight it. There's a bulldozer here, you can't push back against it. Yeah? And if you slowly and methodically try and turn over, you're probably going to get crushed. Yeah? So you need to lead the rotation. Yeah? Right? So when I'm here like this and I turn, I want to turn and disappear out the other side. Yeah? I don't want to just roll over predictably so he can put two hooks in and crush me. Anyway, we're talking about the top side today. So I'm here, I make my figure 4 grip. So in this configuration here, head arm choke is awesome. I can push in, when he rotates back, gives me my head arm choke really nicely, right? As I said, not what I was wanting on Saturday, right? So when I'm here like this, I get the wrist, I tuck it under his body here, and I'm going to use my whole body to pick on this elbow and shoulder. So I rotate him, I can get both feet in usually, slide back so I've got more pressure on his hips. So I've got one hand under his tummy, the other hand is just waiting for his head to pop up. Yeah, when he does, hand goes through, grab your lapel, little bicep squeeze, use your hips. Horrible. Yeah, right? So, because we ended here, we can start here. We did it from the previous sweep, right? We ended up here like this. So you can go through to there. Yeah, so if you want, you can push, he comes back, head arm choke, or the variation I like, here like this, roll this, feet in, arm around, sweep. 1, 2, 3. Woo!
Man, that was a class.